Today I'm going to show you how to clean, take apart, and give some maintenance to a Msr MiniWorks water filter. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to take everything off. And right here, you push that, that's where the water comes out, you push that in. And this is the filter right here. And what I do with this is, last time I used it was on Mount Martha, and I use it quite a bit, and the filter's dirty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it under the faucet. I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to take my finger, rub it against the sides like that. This gets rid of a lot of the dirt on the outside, so you don't have to scrub it down with the pad the filter comes with. So that should be good enough. This saves a lot of filter life too. Scrub the sides again. Really, the only place it needs is right here, and usually right here, because that's where the most dirt tends to go, is what I've noticed. So I'm going to put it back under here again. Now if you're not at home, you can do this in a river. Just make sure this part does not touch the river water. And if it does touch the river water, when you go to put this back in your filter and stop pumping again, just pump a few, maybe half a liter or something. So that way it flushes all the bad water out of there. So now that I'm done with this for now, put that away. I'm going to take this apart. This is the pump head, and it makes that noise when there's no filter on it. So I'm going to take this off. This is the inlet hose barb, I think that's what it's called. And this is the relief valve. It easily comes apart like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this into the water, clean that out too. See, what happens is when you pump in, this opens up a little bit, lets the water in, and then when you pump to push it inside the filter, since this coats it up like that, it's not going to let any water through unless you pumping in a lot of pressure when this. And if you're pumping too hard or too fast, this will shoot backwards, and the water will come out. So there's not too much pressure in the filter. So I got this cleaned off for now. Put that away. And this right here is like a little thing. I don't know if the camera can see it. So I'm just gonna pinch that in, and then this comes out here. I take the other side out. I'm just going to put these two back together so I don't lose them. And once you have that off, what I just do is I just pull it out like that, and I run some water in there. This needs to be lubricated again. It's been a while, the pump's getting hard to pull. So I'm going to put that over here. I'll run some water in here, clean that out. That back over here. Rinse this off. Now what I usually do is I'll just wipe everything off, the old lubricant off of that paper towel. So just take it like that. Make sure it looks pretty good. Looks good to me. So I'm going to take my Msr MiniWorks, Msr water filter field maintenance kit. Open that up. And what's in here, this is the lubricant you use for the filter. And in here you have all the seals. Oops, dropping some here. You have all the seals, you have the pre-filter, you have everything you need in case this thing breaks in the field. So what I'm doing, I'm taking the water filter silicone lubricant, taking that, and I've already used this a few times. So I take this, squeeze it a little bit, put a little dab every few spots. I'm just going to take the back of it, spread it out. And that should be good. Now put this in a place where it's not going to touch any dirt. So I put it upside down. And now you're going to want to dry this out, which I'll do right now. Dry it out, clean it out. I'm just taking that paper towel, putting it in there. And that's pretty clean and dry. So then I'm going to take this. I'm just going to put a little around the edges. Put it on my finger and just dab it in there. If you have cotton swabs, those are better. You can get in there better with them and you don't have to use your fingers. So really I'm just putting it around the outside like that. And that should be pretty good. So now I'm going to put these back together. I'm just going to put that back in there like this. Then I'm going to take these from earlier. Slide that back in the hole. And put this right here so it doesn't fall out. Try it out. And already that's a lot easier to pump than it was before. So now what I do is when I'm done with my filter, I just leave this. I leave this off and I take this off and I just let that air dry for about 3 or 4 days, and then I put them back together. So put that over here for now. This filter right here, what I do is that after I use it, I let it air dry for 5 days, and I make sure it's completely dry, and then I'll put it inside a plastic bag, little plastic baggie, and I'll put it in my freezer. And this way it prevents bacteria from growing. But if you're going to put it in your freezer, you have to make sure there's absolutely no water. This can't be wet at all, because the ceramic filter could freeze, and I've actually had that happen to me on a winter hike, and that didn't work out too good. So you want to make sure this is dry before you put it in the freezer. You could put bleach or some other chemical in there to do it, so you don't have to put it in the freezer or whatever. I put it in the freezer because it's easier. So put that over to the side. Now this is the filter housing right here. It's got nothing in it right now, so I'm just going to take it and put it under the faucet. Shake that out a little bit. Take my paper towel, rub it in there. A lot of times when you use it, you have dirt stuck in here, and that gets in your filter and clogs it up faster. So that should be pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is this O-ring right here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is what you use. This gets affected when you unscrew this.